My dear friends, I'm back. I apologize for the technical difficulties. For some reason, there are some outages experienced by my ISP, and we just quickly went off air, and I couldn't get the signal back on. So, it did take me quite a bit of time before they confirmed that these outages indeed are no longer persisting. And we were halfway through our first strike of the day, and that strike was not completed due to the outages. So I really sincerely apologize to my community members. I thank you all for your patience, and I'm just really not happy that this is happening, but from time to time we are experiencing some problems either with Bungie or our local Bungie servers or our local ISP, and it's not really frequent, but today appears to be one of those days. You really wonder whether this hot weather and humidity indeed are affecting the way the system works. I'm not sure, but I think considering that we are running late due to this, the best way forward is simply by cracking on with some serious gameplay, and that is what we are going to be doing more or less immediately. As you remember, we picked up a few bounties and we were to do strikes, so that is the next step forward. We are going to be doing some Siva heroics. I'm hoping that Sekapupu and Flying Pirates are going to come in order for us to do our regular Nightfall strike. We usually do it on Tuesday, as close to the actual time as possible, so that's usually around 11 o'clock, but today we were not able to do it, and we'll basically carry on with our strikes. We are going to be going there straight away, so just bear with me. Strike done. Appeared to be a bit more difficult, but it was also glitched because no other members were being brought in together with me, so I'm not sure what the reason for that was, and I was expecting at least one other person to be there, if not at the beginning then certainly later on, but we've had nobody basically. So we'll go back to our direct strikes. There you are, level 42 strikes, Siva Crisis Heroic. This is the way forward. Well, I can see what the problem is. The problem is that there were different modifiers applied. Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. Berserk, Minions of the Darkness will not flinch even after massive damage. Void damage from many sources greatly increased. And Heroic, so that's all different. So there must have been a serious problem early on. We did not get these kinds of perks, but all seems to be resolved. The perks are back on, and let's hope that indeed we are going to be able to crack on as usual. What's everyone doing? You busy with Destiny? Are you doing any other games? I gave you an in-depth introduction earlier today in my broadcast on my activities from yesterday, and those were all based at the wonderful Microsoft flagship store on Oxford Circus, in the very heart of London, where I spent my day yesterday.
Hive General with a lovely voice? She's back.
Vanguard scouts report she's undone her death.
Undone her death? You make it sound like she pulled her knitting apart.
Eris would tell you not to make light of this.
That's why she's not here.
There's no telling what else might follow, Guardian. Destroy Omnigul and any lingering threats.
We're being brought into somebody else's strike, which is never the best. all cleared it up in here, so I'm just literally trailing from behind. Gone to the Omnigol, but it doesn't seem to work properly because I could have been brought in. Well, let's see.
Omnigol is back for a reason, and it's not just a yell, though she does seem fond of that. Finish her before it's too late.
So what's going on? We'll need some extra ammunition. So where are the other guys? This is miscued. I really should have not died in there so fast. Go away.
There are no further traces of high energy.
Well, if she comes back, so will we. Look at us. Omnigal's neutralized and Eris didn't have to lift a finger.
You should tell her.
Trust me, she'd prefer to hear it from you. Come on back, Guardian. Good work.
I think the final weapon use was Sleeper Simulant because Omnigal was quite low in health. So it was definitely a very good choice. Looks like the other guys bailed already. Okay, yeah, just like I thought. I got mystery bag as well. Oh, that's good. Let's see, mystery bag, come on. Didn't register yet. Well, we'll carry on with another strike. For everyone who joined us, we've done a SIVA Heroic Strike, and we experienced some technical issues early on due to ISP outages, which have been affecting my broadcast earlier today. Right, back to SIVA Crisis Heroic. Carry on with another strike. See whether Flying Pirates and Super Pooper
Whether
will
we
join
wanted
us.
it or not, we've stepped into
For
a
our
war
weekly
with
nightfall
cabal
activity.
bombs. So let's get to taking out their command, one by one. Valis Ta'arik. From what I can gather, he commands the siege dancers from an Imperial land tank outside of Rubicon. He's well protected. But with the right team, we can punch through those defenses, take this beast out, and break their grip on Freehold.
So we are back in a team of 3, which is pretty good. Heroic strikes seem to be working better. As we resumed, there were some problems early on. Didn't have correct mods, and there was no matchmaking, so evidently a glitch. But all is looking rosy as we enter our third
Let's
strike
find access
today.
to their system. See if we can track down Valis Ta'arik.
Okay, scan. Ryan, a Radio Shack. Valis Ta'arik. And I got killed by Colossus. Looks like the guys in there are doing it all by themselves in a team effort game. In fact, yesterday when I talked to one of the managers, in my store, we talked of Apex and our experience of teams and the fact that there are quite a few people in there who actually do not understand what that word means. Quite frankly, if you're playing in a team, doing everything all by yourself. I've said that a few times recently in here, although not all that frequently. Ammunition already. For that Volus Torok, what we'll need is a Galahorn, so we'll change to Galahorn once we get that. As you remember, a certain exotic always works the best on a particular enemy. Particular champion, I should say, because these are the biggest bosses that we have in the game. As you can see, my friends there didn't tackle the enemies at all. Don't know what happened to them and where they went. Really obliterated. No true method whatsoever in here. So I will leave immediately, just in case if the same guys were to be present for the next match. I hate going to a team epic game where everyone's doing their own thing. It's really not acceptable. And as I said, we talked yesterday about Apex and the guys do that. Getting killed quite a bit today for some reason. I don't know why, it must be the modifiers. Colossus again! Don't believe it. So where are the other guys while they're attacking that Colossus or providing cover fire? Colossus yet again. So where are my fighting members?
Got it. I'll let Commanders of Allah know there's one less problem on Mars.
Valus Ta'ark has finally been defeated and the Cabal command dealt a great blow. But in the darkness rising, more fleets will come and new leaders will rise. We must be ready to face them all.
Treasures upon stars we picked up. Okay. Let's see what the next strike is going to be like, but I'm definitely leaving these guys because they're utterly useless. Honestly, in a team effort game, displaying no team effort whatsoever, I don't want to be at all coming anywhere close to anyone like that. We talked yesterday whilst I was in the Microsoft store, we were on the managers about Battle Royale and multiplayer and team effort participation, and he said he's a professional gamer as well as esports competitor. He wrote articles for many magazines, and he said I just don't understand such people, and I do come across them quite a bit if I do random matchmaking, and they just completely pay no attention to the team effort. So we both agree that after we played in a few thousand teams really in Apex, we experienced people who would be literally deciding where to go by themselves, when in fact you need to stick to a team of 3 in order to get any sort of result in that rather deadly Battle Royale game. And then obviously if you are being approached by an experienced tactical crew consisting of people who were indeed playing together for quite a while, you stand no chance, you know, as being just a single player out there. The same thing can happen in here. And unfortunately, some people are just chasing their own timing or score, do speed runs, and they shouldn't do that as part of random matchmaking, because random matchmaking is about that team effort. If you want to do it with your mates, then, you know, do it by yourself. And today I've had already 2 or 3 situations like this. So really, it was particularly annoying earlier today where the guy stood next to me, he wouldn't revive me like 2 or 3 times. Really bizarre. I had actually a few of those situations in Apex as well, but there we are. So we'll go back to see the heroic strikes. Well, you know, you think about it. A team multiplayer game, right? What does it say? A team multiplayer game. It means that the game will not work unless you have, obviously, the internet connection in order to access the server, and unless you have a team. Without a team, it will not work, because it's a team effort game. One would assume that this was quite sort of plain and simple, but it is not always easily understood by some people. Okay, so we'll go to our next heroic strike. Jesse is not here today. Usually we do some missions together in order to help him to level up.
Funny story for you. Remember that Centurion Oryx took right after you landed on the Dreadnought? Then the Centurion and the Taken Ogre tried to stop you from killing the king? Didn't work. So the Centurion's Bond brothers are pretty angry they lost their commander.
Oh, Bond brothers.
A team to blow the Dreadnought's core.
Very, very
core goes,
cool strike.
Most of the system goes with it. You're gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
I like playing this strike as a nightfall, and then when it has some modifiers, it can become really difficult. You need to have good strategy and correct weapons in order to succeed in the end. So just one person.
Cade, why do you think they crashed their ship into the Dreadnought? Those are extreme tactics for the Cabal.
The Vanguard intercepted a signal, a message from the Cabal from way outside the solar system. A direct order to crash the ship, use it as a beachhead, and take out the king. Now that's loyalty.
I have tracking on the Bond brothers. They're the ones leading the assault on the power core. Marking the coordinates now.
Oh no. Colossus it is.
Watch out. They brought a tank to a gunfight.
They brought a tank to a gunfight.
Went well. Let's head to the bridge. See if we can reacquire the brothers.
I can't tell you the number of scouts I've lost to these brothers on Mars. They need to be stopped. Go careful.
Another a cappella in there. Another a cappella. In other words, non-team effort.
Taken and Cabal fighting for the bridge. Wherever the brothers are, they aren't here. Let's keep moving.
I bet those brothers don't even know their commander is dead. Their attack might be some kind of ultimatum. Give us the Primus, or we blow the ship.
Something's wrong with this picture. You get 3 guesses. There are munitions hooked up to each structural weakness on the core.
That got their attention. Go get them, Guardian.
see that backwards though. Now I want to see whether the other chap is going to revive me. Look at this. Alright, thank you. Here. Oh, he's gone.
It's done. The Brotherhood is broken.
Thank you.
I hear that the Cabal are big on honor, but look at their actions, not their words. You've put an end to war criminals, butchers, and you've shown the Empire what the Vanguard's all about. Nice work.
Crazy Kid is here. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for joining our broadcast and being a member of our community. Crazy Kid saying do raid. I'm not doing any raids at the moment, so there will be no raids here on my channel until October. If you want to do a raid, you can ask other viewers and other community members to join you, but I will not be one of those. We are going to have lots of raids from October. It will become one of the most important back-to-back activities in addition to what we do every day, and that is PvP and Nightfall and Siva Heroics and, you know, a few other things. So presently there are no raids here, and we are doing Siva Heroic Strikes today, and we'll do the Nightfall later on if Sekapupu and Flying Pirates join us. Back to another strike. We have a god in here. Well, it's good to have a god joining our community. Please, I'd like to ask you to read my chat rules. They state quite clearly that there should be no judgment displayed towards other gamers, so please adhere to the rules if you may. And as I said, we are not doing any raids at the moment. They will resume in October.
The Vex still mourn the loss of the Nexus Mind. But for the Vex, time is relative. In one moment, a construct is lost. In the next, it is reborn. When a powerful part of the network is lost, the restorative mind is summoned. It has begun creating a bridge through time. A bridge that, if it is not destroyed, will see the Nexus Mind reborn.
As mentioned, and obviously our community members know this, this is a family-friendly channel. We adhere very strictly to our channel rules as well as to those of Twitch. And we have 2 companies moderating the channel, so any form of judgment or conspicuous comments will always be tackled by those moderators.
Of concentric barriers around the bridge site.
They protect the time bridge and seek to undo what we have done.
Ooh, going the other way. Going the other way.
Unless I'm mistaken, barrier technology of this nature is unstable.
Up here.
She's right. Find an arc source. You can use it to short out the barriers.
There are some snipers on this side. 2. Shanks. And then the third lot up there. Our friend might have already cleared up those. All done. What is going on is the question. badly glitched. The enemies are both glitchy and lagging. Some exploding debris destroyed me. By the looks of it, well, it's because of the toilet hydra.
The Vex must be destroyed, of course. If only we could dismantle them. Learn from them.
So badly glitched. Dreadful. This Hydra was so fast. Come on, fella. Ah, he's got that relic. Okay.
My Hidden caught this attempt at abusing the timeline. But how many have there been? Does the world stand as it does because of the Vex?
Okay, I need to change it to my Galahorn. Galahorn, and then inventory we'll put...
That's the time bridge. And the restorative mind.
Gone the wrong way.
That capacitor just lit up. You know what to do. That got its attention.
Wasn't that much damage, unfortunately. Still a little bit left, but not a lot.
The weft and weave of space and time is intact. You have made whole the past again. The destruction of the restorative mind will ripple across the stars, and its deeds will be undone over and again. Very well done, Guardian.
Picked up another Imago Loop. Imago Loop I don't really need, I've got several already. There we are. Another strike complete. I'm just trying to think what else to do to make it as interesting. Another strike. Another strike. A lot more activity for everyone to enjoy. Bit of a quiet community today. Not many fucking guys popped in. We have Imperial.
I'm tracking reports of fallen splicers spotted in and around the Hellmouth.
Earlier.
Intel suggests they're hunting ogres. Get down there. Make sure they don't snatch up any more fodder for their twisted experiments.
So we need to be snatching ogres. Alright. Like it's very, very hot outside. It's quite pleasant where I am, but outside is already about 30 degrees. And then Thursday, we are expecting even 36. Today. Okay. 30 degrees already.
No time for sightseeing, you two. Hit the summoning pits before the devil splicers can grab any more abominations for their priests to play around with.
By play around, you mean torture, vivisect, and disembowel?
Well, yeah. But when you put it that way, I almost feel bad for the Hive.
I don't need any more.
So why the Hive? Seems like a dangerous fight to pick.
Calahorn.
The splicers are plain God. They view Siva as a means to reshape life how they see fit. The Hive are just victims of the splicers' willingness to push their curiosity.
As you can see, I swapped my Galahorn for Dark Drinker. Dark Drinker a lot more mighty in this situation.
Triptych of Hive runes.
It's a lock. Open it.
I'm
As you can see, I didn't take out his turrets, and I paid the price. Forgetting about his turrets. Deadly. Encore!
The lock's fighting me, like everything else the Hive will. Hold on.
Oh, two of them together with those shanks. Something like that, really. Those attacks.
The pattern here is chaotic. I think I figured it out. Just one more room to correct.
Jerry's here. Hello Jerry, how are you doing? Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Rune's clear. We're through.
Jerry says good morning to everyone, and Jerry says I have no sound. There should be sound. All seems to be operating well from my end. There were some technical issues earlier, but all of those were resolved. There were ISP related, some outages on my ISP. But you should be able to hear everything. Is anyone else having any issues? Can you let me know, because obviously it sounded fine. You know, just send me Jerry says, I'm in the boondocks. Okay.
That screen would send shivers straight down
What's the
my
weather
spine.
like out there, Jerry? It's very, very hot in here. I was in central London the whole day yesterday. I went to the new Microsoft flagship store, the first big European flagship store that they created, and it was extremely hot. I mean, it was less hot than today, but dreadful humidity. We were dying literally the whole day and walking the streets. But inside of the Microsoft store, it was absolutely beautiful, properly air conditioned, and I thought at length earlier in the broadcast about the experiences, which were fantastic, phenomenal, and
I don't care if you have to hitch a ride on a tomb
really
ship,
wonderful day.
I need you in those summoning pits.
At the moment I need to turn down the sound of my game because it's too loud. Had to increase the volume earlier due to some stuff, and far too loud. But that is
Don't
for
look
me,
down, okay?
rather than for anyone
I will
else.
never take my own advice. Almost there. Let's jump.
Okay, managed to get that. That's good. Jerry says it should be boondocks. And I fell. I don't believe it.
They're already here.
Get in there, Guardian. Put the splicers
It's
down and
that,
end whatever
jump.
monstrosity the Hive are conjuring.
That's causing problems. Right there. Fell off. Joining allies. Somebody's racing. If you're in team, then we should never ever be racing.
We're really doing this? Almost there.
Today, every single team
Heads up. The
was like a
splicers are on.
non-team effort.
That screen reminds me how much I hate this place.
Really,
As if I
what's
could
going
forget.
on today. What kind of matchmaking I'm getting? didn't manage to get away quick enough. Sniper. What is this? Oh, exploder. Galathorn, come on. Oh, go away. Go away.
Secrets of Hive bioweaponry. Combining what they learn with Siva's potential, that would give the Splicers a whole new bag of tricks.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yes, it does. Good thing you put a stop to it.
Don't have another skeleton key. Right, so let me think, we'll do something else. We've done a few strikes. We'll choose some other interesting activity. Back in orbit, maybe back to the tower. For the time being, we'll just cash the bounties, do a bit of admin, that sort of thing. And then we'll consider what else to do. Back to the tower, come on. And the tower it is. Stand by and get ready to proceed to our next destination, which is going to be the tower. Back to Master of all. Swag is here. Hello Swaggy, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining our broadcast. Thank you for being a member of our community. How are you? All is good down here. We are doing CVAT heroic strikes today. So far, about half dozen. A lot of fun.
Promise me you'll take good care of that.
Many good firefights. Entertainment of all sorts.
Very lucky, Guardian.
So we've got lots of items we don't actually need. So let us see. This one, Takanine. Beyond Tracer boots. 390 again. Oh, please spare me. Melting point. Memory of Scory is pretty good. Treads upon stars, Animago loop. 2 Mago loops I've got. But I actually don't need the Mago loop. I need to put it in the vault.
Come back soon.
So remember, Mago loop is a very, very good hand cannon. I use it at most times. Okay, plenty of space, and we'll put the animal loop and treads upon stars. We'll keep on just in case. All right. Anyone else? We do have a mystery bag. Let's face the facts.
Disruption resolved.
Skeleton key. Cloak of perception.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, not enough space for all those helmets that I'm getting. I don't really need all of them. Excuse me. Rather busy here with my helmets.
Very fine.
And then we'll have this one out. This one out. It's a real chore doing this every single time, isn't it? Cloak of perception. No, I think I have that one. I'll do that. Cloak of perception. Hunter cloak. Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Tower wager. Alright, all sorted.
Come back if you learn anything of interest.
Shall do, sir. I'll be back after another hard battle. Fear God, honor the king. Good afternoon, my friend. I've got some bounties for you. I want to return them back.
Here.
So let's see. What have we got there? Plenty. Specialized rampage. Completed. Exploding light. Completed. We're just getting some reputation. Strike efficient. And fire. Heavy golting. Strange coins. We've got weapons master. Okay, so all of these have been completed. That's pretty good. Probably pick up a few more.
Acknowledged.
2, 3. Patrol mask we don't really need. Okay.
Goodbye.
Cabal mages.
My pleasure.
Nothing is impenetrable. Hopefully this is close.
Another one I need to get rid of. That's about it. No more.
Quarantine.
So let me think about the rest of our activities for today. What do we do? We'll go to orbit. Challenge of the Elders, weekly Nightfall Strike, Siva Crisis Heroic, weekly story playlist, Zone Control. Just want to see what bounties I have. For glory, mount to kill. Top 3 finish. Okay, go back to the Crucible. Nation skirmish. Let's see how fast we can get in. Swaggy says, is Swaggy actually doing good? Saw you were there live and joined up. Well, thanks very much for coming in and joining. Thank you for watching my broadcast and thank you for supporting my channel and my community. Hope you'll find it of interest. And a bit of a quiet day today. It's very, very hot out there in the UK, so I think people are up and about. And we had some technical issues between 11 and 12, so that was interfering with the broadcast. But overall, it's been a good morning so far. We had no broadcasts on Sunday and Monday, which meant during the last couple of days. And I went to the new, beautiful, brand new, wonderful, fantastic, brilliant Microsoft flagship store in London. The first flagship store in Europe of this wonderful company, and spent a whole day there with some of the experts and the team leaders. Looked at everything that is on display, tried everything, and I talked a lot about it earlier in my broadcast. It's been a wonderful experience, and anyone who is living in London or based in London, or anyone from the UK should really pop in and have a look, because they have some fantastic presentations in there, and the latest state-of-the-art technology is there for everyone to use. So what better way to experience them just by strolling and finding a store which is an Oxford Circus and then trying all the equipment. Really absolutely terrific. I played quite a few games on their setups, and I can tell you it's been a wonderful experience. Also, for everyone who watched my broadcast earlier today, you've heard that I've taken lots of photographs of various areas, and those are going to be placed on my Instagram within the next day, so you'll be able to see everything on my Instagram profile. And there are lots of pictures of those fantastic setups. Gravity-free tower is extraordinary. You play games in a gravity-free environment. You kind of float in the air. You feel like you come in a spaceship. Just really absolutely incredible. And then you have a special soundproof streaming room. You need to book a session. You can stream from there. You have a family section. You have a co-op section. You have on the ground floor, I think inside a Porsche Lamborghini, you can get in and you can be then driving that Lamborghini and playing Forza at the same time. As you come in, you have a massive big screen at the front of you, and then you sort of PLE style. You basically drive in the same way as you will do if you were using gravity-free power. So quite extraordinary, really, really exciting and very interesting bits on display there. And for anyone who's not interested in gaming, they can try laptops and computers and everything else that Microsoft is presently offering.
Alpha team.
So you can really spend the whole day there, and there are many staff members
Focus
that
on
basically
Control them to
the
claim
specialist
victory.
team. Really good team, and everyone is very friendly and in position to provide you with the very best advice.
The lead.
Elliot's back. Hello Elliot, how are you doing?
Enemy
Good to
captured
see you.
Zone B.
Thank you for coming back.
Enemy captured Zone A. Zone C lost. You neutralized Zone B. Enemy captured Zone C. You're falling behind. You captured Zone B. Zone A neutralized. Enemy captured Zone A. Zone C neutralized.
I can put my machine gun on, see whether it works better.
Zone C secure. Zone B lost. Enemy captured Zone B.
Looks like it's causing some damage. So
Zone A neutralized.
Just testing it really. Shadow Pulse.
Zone A secure. Zone A lost. Enemy captured Zone A.
It's too fast and I'm too slow. It's a slow weapon. It should be a very fast weapon in there to neutralize these opponents.
Zone B neutralized. Enemy captured Zone B.
Nice work actually, so that's good. We'll try that weapon a few times. Thanks to Not for providing us with some of the tips.
Zone A neutralized. Zone C lost. Zone A secure. Enemy captured Zone C. Heavy ammo inbound. Zone B neutralized. You captured Zone B. Only 5 minutes left. Heavy ammo available. Zone A lost. Zone C neutralized. Zone C secure. Enemy captured Zone A. Zone B lost. Enemy captured Zone B.
I'm just not enjoying it really today for some reason. Finding it a bit tired today. See this kill all the time.
Zone B neutralized. Zone C lost. Enemy captured Zone B.
One shot, one kill there.
Zone C captured. Nearly lost.
Yeah. They've seen me before I see them. Afraid.
Zone A neutralized. Zone C lost. Zone A secure. Enemy captured Zone C. No, not this time. Controlling those zones is the only path to victory.
Alright. Didn't really enjoy it at all, I have to admit. I'm not really up for some PvP today. Feeling a bit tired after all of those activities during the last couple of days. And I'll just stick to my strikes, I think. And we'll see whether we get anybody else coming in. Okay. So I want to change my weapon. Well, maybe I'll just keep that automatic rifle. Shadow Price is the automatic rifle I was using in there. Didn't seem to work too well. I want to thank Anok for providing me with a very detailed description on what to do in the Crucible, and we talked about it outside of my broadcast, and Anok sent me a lengthy list of tips on what to do in PvP. So I told him what I'll do is I'll integrate that into an article called How to Play the Crucible, or the Crucible Tips for Destiny 1, and we'll have all of those raised as bullet points and then with some illustrations. So anybody wants to learn can have a look at the article and then read it and learn from it. But the trouble I have is my upload speed, so I can't really apply any of that. I mean, you know, a lot of people provide us such tips in good faith, assuming that once applied this would work, but it can't work unless you have adequate speeds. And just coming back to what I said earlier about Microsoft Store the first big Microsoft flagship European store in London. They have the best setup in Europe. Okay, so I played Apex there yesterday, and the difference was just out of this world. Tick ratio, hit ratio, everything was just on a different level. And evidently I was just reminded of the fact that I can't really do any PvP, because if you were to be playing with me on that setup, well, you would find it quite challenging, I can assure you. And the reason for that is that, you know, it's maximum speeds everywhere, and there is no occurrence of somebody else seeing you before you see them. So, you know, in fact, I could see that some people in Fortnite had a problem because I saw them before they saw me. And that's all I've been telling you here all along. Alright, so let me think. What do we do next? We can do some Vanguard strikes. Siva Crisis Heroic, we've done. Siva Crisis. Wait a minute, this is a strike playlist. Vanguard Legacy. And Taken War strike playlist. We'll do a bit of that.
Those fallen in the Ishtar sink on Venus? Story is they raided the prison of elders in the reef. Got an Archon priest. The Queen's bounty is high, so we know it's powerful. We need to hunt this thing down before they fully restore its soul.
It won't take them long to restore the Archon priest's soul. We'd better head for the caves.
We don't need that Galahorn in there. Wild Drinker, it will be. Just one person by the looks of it, in addition to myself. Oh no, there are two people. We were doing this back earlier today. And that's out of this place. Regrettably so. And we've interrupted. This thing seems to be out of extension.
We'll need to get through. I'll check it out.
Yeah, we need to get through, that's true. We use our ghost to get through. And then we'll wait for all those enemies to assemble.
Just give me some time.
Track the Archon Priest.
Think they'd mind if we take their pikes?
priest will be there.
A cell from the prison of elders. The Archon priest is still inside.
Excuse me, I lost my voice.
Better off in the prison of elders. I'll contact the Vanguard. Let them know the Archon priest is dead.
One more fallen Archon gone to dust. Good. But if the fallen found the prison of elders, I'm sure we'll be hearing about more heists like this.
Engrams.
Today, we celebrate.
Ring artifact. Alright, we've got back to Siva Heroic Strikes. We're just doing a bit of variety. A mixture of Vanguard and Sivas, as you could see. Okay, I just remembered I do have that mystery bag. That mystery bag will need to be approached. We definitely do want to see what's in it. Not just one, but 2 mystery bags. Needle and thread. Bad dream. Aren't I lucky? Then another mystery bag. Bike horn. Vanguard booster. Okay, we're not using that Vanguard booster today. But they want to see that ship. I'm curious about the ship. What did we get? Kept the ship for a little while because I considered it to be a bit unusual. Needle and thread. Looks good. So we are going to be switching to needle and thread. And horn. Take that horn. Bike horn. Okay. Still a bit more. Let me see. Siva Heroic Strikes. 4 modifiers. Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. We can use melee. Berserk, Minions of Darkness will not flinch even after massive damage. Void burn, void damage from any source is greatly increased, so my Dark Drink will work well. Heroic enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Alright, let's just double check. I think I'll go back to my Imago loop. And I'll go back to, okay, Devil's Dawn, it's fine. Dark Drinker. And we are proceeding to our next destination, so stand by, get ready, and then crack on.
The Black Garden may not stay among us for long. Something has begun to repair the schism torn by its destruction. Vex now flood the garden channels to protect it. We must stop the Weavers before they seal the garden and begin to summon back its heart.
Keep forgetting to use my 3 of coins. Someone else's strike again. Oh, that's annoying. Didn't fancy that. don't know what's going on in here. It's absolutely ridiculous. I think the strikes are really glitchy today. They don't seem to work properly. Galahorn is needed for this activity. The Galahorn on and I'll take some sins. failed. $57 medals. Well, he must have been there for a little while, eh? But these strikes are so badly glitched today that they're hardly playable. Alright, so let's see whether this time it's going to work. Wretched stairs, wretched stairs. Taking anything out of there.
Is restored, and we must keep it here until we can understand its origin.
Alright, so we completed this strike, and that is the last strike that we were doing today. We've come to the end of our broadcast. We'll just quickly go back to the tower, do some quick admin, and then we'll call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed all of our activities. We've done a variety. We've had some PvP in the Crucible, in European Dead Zone, then we've had Civil Heroic Strikes, and we had a few Vanguard Strikes, so it was a nice mixture. A very, very quiet day broadcast wise, very quiet community, hardly anyone came in. We've had some of our regulars popping in and saying hello, and then a few newcomers, and that was about it. Maybe people are experiencing some technical issues today, just like myself, but you know, so far so good. We are back in full force, and we'll carry on with our Destiny World tomorrow, as usual. So, hope to see you all there. Hope you are going to be continuing to enjoy the channel and our community-based content. Hope that you will also support the channel. Many more exciting things are on the horizon. I look forward to our 12-month anniversary, and we'll do some celebrations accordingly. There we are. We are back to the tower. We'll quickly do some admin, and then we'll call it a day.
Patterns and... Hunter! Wield it wisely.
All of these items are not useful, so we do not need them at all.
Until the next time.
Disruption resolved.
Oh, we've got one exotic.
Acknowledged.
Okay, curious to see which one that is. All of these are just helmets.
Service restored.
I see. Gear is only as useful as we make it.
Sunbreakers.
But you know that already.
Check that. Sunbreakers. Warlock. Okay.
Come back soon. We need the challenge.
We need the challenge. Indeed we do. Alright, my dear friends, we've come to the end of our broadcast for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed our activities, firefight strikes, and all else we've done. Hope you enjoyed my description of all the activities completed yesterday at that wonderful flagship store of Microsoft's in central London on Oxford Street. Hope you are guys going to be following suit, and if you are based in the UK and London, definitely you should go there, have a look, and try some of that wonderful gaming equipment which is on display. But just like I said, we've had a somewhat shorter broadcast today due to all the technical problems experience, but we'll carry on as usual tomorrow from 10 o'clock. So hope to see you all there. Hope we'll get also our regulars popping in to do our weekly Nightfall, which we did not complete today. I thought perhaps we would be doing it on Tuesday as usual, but you know, people are busy with other things. It's midsummer, people on holidays, all sorts of reasons as to why we're not having as many participants as usual. So hope to see you all tomorrow. We'll resume our Destiny 1 broadcast from about 10 o'clock, and on that note I will wish you all a very, very good afternoon.